New York State has 18 commercial service airports providing airline passenger service and over 140 non-airline public use airports. New York State's system of airways provides air service within a 30-minute drive for most New Yorkers. New York State airports generate over $35 billion in annual economic activity, provide over 347,000 aviation-related jobs, and over $13 billion in annual payroll. At the forefront of New York State's aviation activity are two of the world's busiest airports, JFK and LaGuardia. Combined, JFK and LaGuardia airports generate over $30 billion in annual economic activity. This represents over 85% of the entire aviation impact for New York State. In addition to airline service airports, approximately 140 non-airline public use airports throughout the state provide services such as charter flights for business and executives, quick access for medical emergencies and law enforcement, flight training, and tourism and recreational flying. General aviation airports generate over $761 million in annual economic activity and provide 12,400 jobs. With more than 212,400 total operations in 2002, Republic Airport is the busiest general aviation airport in New York State and the fourth busiest airport overall. Republic is also home to 516 based aircraft, the largest number at any airport in the state. Established in 1927, Republic Airport was part of a private aviation manufacturing complex responsible for the development of the P-47 Thunderbolt, one of the most successful fighters of World War II. Now owned by the New York State Department of Transportation, Republic Airport occupies 526 acres in East Farmingdale, New York, and has become a powerful economic engine for the Long Island region, generating 1,300 jobs and $140 million in total economic output. The airport's financial benefit to the local economy has doubled since the last economic study just 10 years ago. As a significant employer on Long Island, Republic Airport provides a variety of skilled high-wage jobs such as professional pilots, aircraft technicians, air traffic control personnel, accounting and finance personnel, as well as managers and other professionals. The 60 businesses on the airport pay an average salary of $45,200.
I have a crew of 6 that we maintain the entire airfield, all the roads and grounds. We do all the grass cutting, we do all the snow removal, painting of the runways and taxiways, facility maintenance for this main terminal building here, all of the chain link fencing, you name it, the airport maintenance department is responsible for it.
Since 2000, over $18 million in capital improvements have been made at the airport, which contribute to the economic strength of the region and its ability to compete in national and international markets. These investments have been made largely by New York State through federal grant and aid programs, as well as investments by the airport tenant community. It's essential to point out that the airport is self-supporting, with no local tax money required to support its annual operations. The airport's operating expenses are funded solely by revenues collected from those who use the airport and its facilities. The airport and its tenants contribute $600,000 in payments in lieu of taxes annually to the town of Babylon. Aviation activity at the airport generates an additional $12 million in state and local taxes. The true value of Republic Airport, however, is its ability to attract firms that choose to establish national headquarters on Long Island, particularly along the Route 110 business corridor. A recent sampling of companies using Republic Airport include H.J. Heinz, Costco, JCPenney, EDS, 3M Corporation, McDonald's, General Electric, Shearing Plow, and Honeywell, among many others. These corporations benefit from a conveniently located airport, offering an alternative and convenient means of transportation for executives and critical staff. In today's fast-paced and competitive business environment, Republic Airport provides vital air transportation services for these companies. For this reason, the economic value of the airport extends well beyond the estimated business sales, earnings, and employment associated with its operations. From an economic development perspective, the availability of the airport services can be crucial to corporate decision-making. Corporate site location personnel often cite proximity to a general aviation airport as an important consideration in site selection. An added benefit is the fact that Long Island receives national exposure from world-class sporting events year-round, including the Belmont Stakes in June, the U.S. Open Golf Tournament at Bethpage, and the New York Islanders professional hockey team. Republic Airport has established itself as the transportation hub of choice for these athletes and their competitors.
Here at Atlantic Long Island base, we have 35 employees, and we service the general aviation business aircraft. Some of our clients include the New York Islanders, those sports teams who visit them, and those individuals who fly in for such tournaments as the Light Path Classic and the Belmont Stakes. This past year, we were fortunate enough to have the U.S. Open Golf Tournament, where Tiger Woods and the fellow golfers came through our facility and we were able to service their aircraft. Also, we have those celebrities who play at the West Bend Music Fair and Jones Beach.
Here at Republic, you have a link to commerce throughout the nation and throughout the world. This is a business aviation airport, home to some of the most modern aircraft, some of the quietest, safest, most efficient aircraft flying today.
Business aviation is a real tool of the industry for CEOs of major corporations, businessmen in all levels, businesswomen in all levels of aviation. And it allows them the opportunity to land in places closer to where their meetings are being held. And that's why Republic Airport is so important, because so much business can be conducted on Long Island through the general aviation community and being able to get close to everyone in Long Island. So Republic Airport is a wonderful gem here on Long Island.
When you get an airport like Republic, it is taking all of those aircraft that otherwise probably would like to operate into and out of the LaGuardia, but they're operating here where general aviation aircraft are welcome. Things have changed a lot in aviation ever since 9/11. The commercial airlines, which historically had hub and spoke operations, which involved a lot of connections for the passengers to get where they're going. That was the way that businesses tried to get their executives around the country. But with corporate jets becoming so much more sophisticated and with so much greater range and other capabilities, they prefer now to use corporate aircraft to move their executives around, and in particular, the security requirements of going through a commercial airport, while they are stringent, they are just as stringent here at a general aviation airport. It's just that the captain and the co-captain of the aircraft are knowing who their customers are, and so there's not the incredible delays that you find in going through a commercial airport on a commercial flight. So the executives are finding it much easier to conduct their business. And here on Long Island, the whole purpose of this airport is to make sure that business runs as smoothly as possible.
As an executive class airport, much of what might happen at a Republic Airport is pretty much unseen to the public. And many people may not know much about how we operate the airport, but again, in a traditional way, I think what we do mostly is maintain the airport according to standard. And so the challenges of an airport manager, an airport management company, are to not only operate the airport safe, but to make sure that it maintains its posture with respect to an important part of the economic development scheme of the downstate region.
You know, we're here, we're right in the midst of the community, and within that community we have our own community that affects, you know, like any other community, affects everybody. And there you have what, you know, is a tight-knit family, a community that you like to come to and contribute. And as you contribute, it grows and it prospers, and what comes out of that is a very good feeling.
I moved to Long Island about 5 years ago, and what I found most impressive about Republic Airport was the